I would just like to once again thank my subscriber Steve for installing my above range microwave. It has cleared up so much counter space. I'm still using this. I got to call the gas company on Monday and talk about the deposit and monthly service charge for gas to get connected to the house. But it sure does look a lot, so much nicer. So thank you so much, Steve. And also, I went ahead and got myself a rug and a loving dog. But when Steve from my Patreon page came over and visited, he said my house is so much smaller than it looks on camera. So folks, my house is small, and he said my dog is small. Small dog, small house. I guess the camera makes us all look bigger. Hey folks, Prepper Princess. So how many of us want to pay for somebody else's stuff? This girl! No. How would you like to pay for your neighbor's car? Or your neighbor's electricity? Or your neighbor's washer and dryer? How would you like to pay for somebody else's house who lives halfway across the country? Nobody wants to do that. So in the same way of thinking how irritating it would be to pay for someone else's stuff, how about paying for your own stuff that you don't use at all? So I just want to go over really quickly today. I believe I have 8 things that everyone wastes money on and they may not even know it. So the first one is going to be electricity. How many times have you gone into a room, turned on the light switch, left the room, came back 2-3 hours later and realized that you never turned the lights off? Well, you're wasting electricity. Now, I would love to be able to find a place online that shows how much electricity or what percentage of our electricity is just wasted electricity that we're not using. Unfortunately, everyone has different habits, whether you're single, a couple, or an entire family. Everyone's got totally different habits as to how much electricity they use, in which rooms, when they use them, peak hours. There's just no way to get a definitive answer as to how much we waste. But my guess would be about 25% in just losing money towards non-efficiency. The biggest energy users are your water heater and your refrigerator. Just keep that in mind. In the winter months, turn your refrigerator down. And you can also set the thermostat on your water heater. Me personally, I have an electric water heater that I cannot get to. I swear, it's in a metal encasement that is attached to the wall, and it's taller than me, and the only way to get through is through the top. You cannot reach the thermostat adjustment. So what I do is I turn the water heater off at the breaker, and I turn it on 1 hour before I'm about to take a bath or shower, and it is more than hot enough. It is hot enough to turn my skin red after just 1 hour of use. So if you're able to do that, I highly recommend it. Some people use a timer. Again, I can't get to my water heater. So one of these days I'll show you guys and you'll totally understand. You just can't get to it. So when that water heater has to be replaced, I am gonna be in for a world of hurt. Number 2 is subscriptions to like magazines or having a gym membership that you don't use. A lot of us, at the beginning of the year, we start our New Year's resolution. We are gung-ho, January, February, and March, and then we lose our motivation and we never really formed that habitual discipline in order to get us really motivated to get in shape. So we just let our gym membership sit there and we don't use it. So if you're not using your gym membership, if you're not reading the magazine subscriptions that you have coming to your house, cut them out. Just cut them out. Not really a big deal, but you know, some gym memberships are like $150 a month if you go to certain clubs. Some of them offer daycare. Some of them are great, but some of them are really just a waste of money. Number 3 is going to be food. Did you know in the United States we waste 40% of our food? Like 40%, that's almost half of the food that we produce, crops, everything, and that is just Well, the 40% includes everything from harvesting to all the way at home. At home, you're probably wasting anywhere between 15 to 30% of your food. So imagine buying 4 bags of food, dropping 1 bag of food in the parking lot and just not picking it up and keep on walking. That's how much food you are wasting in your household. And wasted food is wasted money. So do everything that you can to become a zero waste household when it comes to your food. Number 4, now this one's a little bit different. Unearned interest on your checking or savings account. So a while back, I signed up for a interest-bearing account before tax season after the sale of my house. It started at 1.5%. And of course they have in the fine print, subject to change at any time. It is now at 0.4%. So what I did yesterday is I went ahead and did a quick online search, high interest savings accounts, and I found one at 0.7. Now that's not the 1.5 that I had at the beginning, but it is 0.3% higher than the 0.4 I have right now. So if I just transfer my money, which it's not really that big of a pain in the butt, but it kind of can be, but try not to be lazy about it. But if I can go from 0.4% to 0.7%, that's a really great thing. If I leave it as is, I am literally leaving money on the table. It could add up to $100 a month that I am just letting go to waste just out of laziness from not transferring my accounts. The next one is going to be unused insurance. So a lot of us have, we all have home insurance, health insurance, car insurance, property insurance, all that insurance. But if you are not, 2 things, if you are not taking advantage of your insurance when you need it, for instance, if you have a plumbing problem and you're not calling your property insurance to see if that is something that they will cover, you are just leaving money on the table. And I, unfortunately, made that horrific mistake. I should have called my property insurance company. I didn't. I paid out of pocket $3,700, and they probably would have taken care of it. Unfortunately, there is a statute of limitations, so I'm not able to claim it at this time. So if you have house insurance and you need a new roof, new gutters, bathroom, whatever it is you need, call your property insurance first. When it comes to car insurance, how often have you gotten into an accident? How much is your car worth? Cars are a depreciating asset, and I don't understand people who have full coverage insurance for a depreciating asset that depreciates further and further down you go. Now, my auto insurance is extremely inexpensive, not only because I am in the state of Arizona, but also because I drive very little. My cars are late model cars. If you have a car payment, of course you have to have full insurance, which is why I recommend never having a car payment, always buying used and in cash. It's gonna save you money, not just on interest on the loan, but also on your insurance. So check with your insurance, see if you need full coverage, or if you can settle for liability. It's gonna save you a ton of money. Number 6 is gonna be soda. Soda. Now, I have I can't say never. I haven't had a soda in at least a year. At least. I mean, and I think the last time I did have a soda a year ago, it wasn't even a full soda, it was like half. I can't drink a full can, and I don't like the way that the soda feels on my teeth. I know that sounds really strange, but it's just not something that I like to drink. And we all know that soda is very bad for you. Like, it leads to cancer and diabetes and obesity. Cut down on your soda or get rid of it altogether. There are so many water flavored drinks out there and so many powders you can purchase, lemonade, just any flavor you can think of, lemonade, like cranberry, grape, apple, whatever you want. And if you really, really like the bubbly fizziness of soda, which is why they're called fizzy drinks in other countries, or pop, however you like to say it here in the United States, they're called that because of the carbonation. Now, you can get a water carbonation piece. It's like the size of a coffee maker, and it will carbonate your water, and then you can flavor it however you like. So you can have carbonated lemonade, or you know, those little packets. There's like a million different flavors. I can't go over them all, but you can have carbonated grape water, carbonated, whatever you like. But it would be a lot less sugar and a lot healthier for you, and it might help you curb your soda addiction. So number 7 is gonna be, you're gonna think, oh boy, am I gonna get it. Education, college. So 27% of people who go to college don't even complete it, but they still have the student loans associated with their degree. And I believe it's something like 90-something% of people are unhappy with their jobs, and only like 15% of people who do have a college degree get a job in their field of study. Those are very, very low statistics. If I could do it all over again, I would have never gone to college. Although it did teach me a lot about computers, I learned at other jobs that every operating system is different, and they cannot prepare you for that in college. So if I were gonna go back and do it all over again, I would learn a trade. I would learn plumbing or electrical, probably electrical because my minor was in electronics, but I really dig electrical. And electricians and plumbers can make pretty much just as much as doctors at this point, as long as they work long enough, hard enough, and they're really good at their job. The last one is number 8, and that is going to be alcohol and drugs. Whether those drugs are prescription or illicit drugs, 56% of people in the United States drink on a regular basis or take illicit or prescription drugs. So if you have prescription drugs, see if you can get the cheaper version, the brand name, I'm not sure what it's called, but not the highest dollar amount of drugs, and see if you can get the cheaper kinds. When it comes to alcohol, come on guys, I mean, I've hated alcohol my whole life, but we can definitely as a nation cut down on this and just try living in reality instead of getting drunk every night. And when it comes to drugs, just don't do them. Just don't do bad drugs, because they're bad for you, they're expensive, they're just all around bad. And I think that, you know, you already know this, the best way to quit is never to start. If you are a younger person and you've never tried drugs, do not let your friends pressure you into it. Use your common sense and be responsible. Don't do drugs. That's all I got for you guys today. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get it. Is that my toy? Is that my toy? Give me that toy. Make it squeak. You want this toy? Is that my, oh, I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to, oh. Go get it. Oh, okay. Get back here. Get back here. Get you. Get you. Oh. Who's got the toy? Who's got the toy? Do you have a toy? Do you have a toy? My boy.